I will not rise. Because did you rise when I came in? Mr. What is your name again? Oh, okay. John? From one human speaking to another human on earth. I will not board that ship. I will not cross that threshold you're asking me to walk over there and get in front of you, because I do not acknowledge this court. It is a travesty of humanity that you feel you can intervene with me, the natural being, the free oneness of unity with God. That is not that name that you see on that paper, that corporation that was registered under my name, supposedly, stock being shared across the world, which is a scam racket that you own me in any way, that you somehow have any kind of freedom to intervene on my natural rights under universal law of one, under common law at least, human to human. But no, you have another code, another group of beliefs called civil law and criminal law? What can you tell me about your allegiance to the Bar Association that is owned to the Crown of London, England? Has nothing to do with rights here where you're standing. This was Mexico. Before that, it was Aztlán. And before that, it was Atlantis. And before that, it was the resident colonies of Lemuria. And before that, it was the Pleiadian seedings from Hawaii. And before that, it was the galactic councils that I represent. When this planet was being constructed, when this galaxy was being built, you're speaking to that. Where is that on your piece of paper? I am the only honor here. Anyone who is with me being charged for possession of cannabis, the gift that we bring as the indigenous of the planet cannabis, the same plant that was consumed by every single leader you've ever read about or know about, names that you don't know about. Aktun Ra consumed cannabis. Who built the buildings that anything you've ever studied in any of those falsehood universities? Priest of geometry that gave us cannabis in mathematics, golden mean ratio, phi ratio, Fibonacci sequences in genetics, down to the molecules. Tell me which law book that you read about, which religion that you think you believe in even comes close to that understanding. And I'm glad this isn't being recorded, because I've already recorded this and I've already broadcast this to the world. And there are millions of people wanting to know how this plays out already. So you're screwed either way. Mr. John, what was your name that you call yourself a judge? I am the judge right now of you as a human. Judge surrounded by thugs with guns. Let me tell you what happened on the side of the road that has happened to so many in Arizona. The supposed zero tolerance place. The Arizona supposed capital of the toughest laws on marijuana. The same marijuana that has been proven time and again to solve issues of cancer, fibromyalgia, Parkinson's disease. The same cannabis that you're talking about right here that could solve your family's issues with diabetes, seizures. The same cannabis that can stop the aging process, cannabis, that is opening up the receptors in my brain to speak like this, cannabis. Tell me, what have you studied at Harvard University? What have you studied in any university that calls itself a school on this so-called country, corporate nation that we live in, that owns the same place that owns you and your bar association and all these laws here in so-called Arizona, the land of my ancestors, that you're standing on right now? You are standing on me and my family right now with your court and your police and your wolves that attacked us on the street. We were driving not a commercial vehicle, exercising our freedom as natural compartments that are part of this planet, not under any jurisdiction of yours. Arizona, let's go back, because I know your mind can't follow this kind of thinking. I am 7 steps ahead, 8 steps ahead of your jazz, of your chess game. We are chess masters of consciousness. This is not taught in any university. There is no law to understand what we have inside. Millions and millions of beings that have woken up on this planet. Once again, I will remind you that we only listen to universal law of one, the common law of universal beings traveling in light who are present on this planet, incarnated in these bodies, something you may or may not even understand because it might be outside your belief system. Your belief system is the most narrow-minded of the darkness, the lowest bandwidth in data that fits in a spectrum. Let me tell you, the entire compendium of your life experience that brought you to be a judge, supposedly, of humanity, supposedly, you've sold out your race. You've sold out the entire understanding of love and compassion, because each police officer here has given an oath to make sure that none of that ever gets out. Imagine freedom. Imagine seeing through the scam of this entire court. It is a prison system led, funded by unions, funded by the pharmaceutical industry, pharmaceutical industry. What the hell does that have anything to do with what I'm doing here speaking to you? You are owned, and you are the slave here. When I say you, I am directing this to the entire legal system of this planet. You. I denounce you. Acknowledge the light, the truth of the new humanity that will not ever, ever, ever lose or be afraid of you ever again. And this is already published. I acknowledge the light in you because I have that light too. And I know you are a piece of me. John, I acknowledge you, not as a judge, as a brother. Jane, a sister, the divine feminine, the divine masculine. Are these terms even come close to your heart at all, what I'm saying? Because you have sold out humanity. We are pure sunlight. Our bodies are made up of the same thing you see up in the sky every day. We are stars walking on earth, having this conversation under these false roles. This matrix is gone. In my heart, it's gone. There is no more control. I speak the words of truth. Board this ship, our light ship. Step out of those rows. Step out of those roles. Put your weapons down. Put your thoughts down. You're prejudiced. You are loved. So loved. Your families are loved. You are part of us. We want to heal all of it. No more war with each other. Let us make peace here in Arizona, in California, in all 50 states of the United States. This is my presentation to you. It's an invitation. I'm holding my heart. I'm holding everybody's heart. All those people in prison, please be free in your hearts, because we are fighting for you. All of those indigenous that have been beaten down by all these cops and all these laws and all these rules and weaponized. We are the healing ones. We have arrived. I am speaking to the hearts. My Mayan, my indigenous, my Hopi, my Navajo, all the tribes, thank you. I am standing here for you, for the water. I am a piece of that awakened water. And why does this have anything to do with a stupid, ridiculous cannabis charge possession? Because we have arrived. And this is I'm just one molecule. One is all it's going to take, because it's already there. Namaste in Lakesh.